Welcome to Ethanol Producer Magazine's top headlines from the past week. I'm your host, Jacob Norderman. Before we get started, I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Iowa Economic Development Authority. Iowa is the best place for establishing biochemical production facilities for 3 reasons. The first is that the U.S. Department of Agriculture said Iowa's renewable chemical production tax credit is the strongest incentive for the biochemical industry. The second is that Iowa is home to more than 50 bioprocessing sites. And the third is that Iowa is a center of academic research into biochemicals. To learn more about why Iowa is the best place for biochemical production, visit iowaeconomicdevelopment.com/bioproducts. The U.S. Energy Information Administration released the January edition of its short-term energy outlook on January 9th, providing its first short-term forecast for 2019 ethanol production. The EIA currently predicts ethanol production will be maintained at the 2017 level of just over 1 million barrels per day in 2018 and 2019. Ethanol consumption, however, expected to increase from 940,000 barrels per day last year to 960,000 barrels per day in 2018 and 970,000 barrels in 2019. The EIA said this level of consumption results in the ethanol share of the total gasoline pool increasing from an average of 10.2% in 2017 to an average of 10.3% in the following 2 years. The increase assumes that recent marginal growth in higher-level ethanol blends continue during the forecast period. In Japan, the Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry has opened a public comment period on proposed changes to its ethanol policy that would allow for the import of U.S. corn ethanol for use in the production of bio-ETBE. The proposed changes to Japan's ethanol policy set a default greenhouse emissions value for U.S. corn ethanol at 43.15 grams of carbon dioxide equivalent per megajoule. The proposed changes also increase the default GHG emission values for gasoline and Brazilian sugarcane-based ethanol. Under the proposed policy, U.S. corn-based ethanol will be allowed for use in bio-ETBE production when combined with Brazilian sugarcane ethanol starting in April. Based on the revised GHG emission values for gasoline, Brazilian ethanol, and U.S. ethanol, the maximum share of U.S. ethanol by volume allowed in the Japanese market would be 53.73%. Syngenta has announced that CHS Inc. will use Energon corn technology at its 130 million gallon per year ethanol plant in Rochelle, Illinois. Energon corn enzyme technology is an in-seed innovation designed to enhance ethanol production. It delivers alpha amylase enzyme directly in the grain, eliminating the need to add liquid alpha amylase during the ethanol production process. According to Syngenta, the technology can help an ethanol plant significantly reduce the viscosity of its corn mash, improving plant performance. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week with more of the ethanol industry's top stories.